Memories. Memories are a darned thing. These last few days, for some reason, I have been reminded where all this path of mine started. What started as a silly question from a silly girl changed my life. It was nearly 2 decades ago in that rat-infested tavern. Come on, Norg, you must tell me about this vigil you are part of. You are all so secretive, please.
Very well, Celestine. Then listen carefully. I shall try to resume it the best I can.
I'm all ears.
Corruption takes many forms. While melodramatic plays delight the nobles with tales of hideous abominations and mustache-twirling villains, the truth is far more insidious and far more terrible. The followers of ruinous powers can cloak their evil behind smiling faces and noble deeds, preaching in soothing tones the values of brotherhood and peace. Darkness promises redemption, freedom, power, and the fulfillment of every desire. It crosses all social barriers, penetrates into the hearts and minds of the most devout, and devours all it touches. Make no mistake, young Celestine. Even when presented with incontrovertible evidence that this insidious force exists, a man will strive to deny it, clinging to the hope of some other explanation, some other justification. It is this wanton disbelief and idleness that allows the greatest cults to form and thrive. That is why, to fight the forces of evil and darkness, we must embrace the power of certainty. To know without a shred of doubt that whatever actions we take, no matter how vile and outwardly evil we might appear, are done in the service of a higher good. There are few unbound men and women, on the margin of the laws of the Republic, who can put a corrupted village to the torch and sword. Few who can ignore the cries of burning people of all ages and background, but those that do have earned the title of witch hunter. We roam the lands as both the bane of civilization and its most stalwart protectors. Anything unnatural, we oppose. Witches and warlocks, wizards, cultists, apostates, abominations, and the undead. All that does not conform to the good and righteous is cast down and purged. We work alone or in small groups. We earned our reputation as coldly dispassionate warriors, well-armed and sturdy. In the absence of any standardized uniform, most prefer hooded cloaks or wide-brimmed hats, and we adorn ourselves with every manner of protective talisman. Our profession forces us to be ruthless killers, and every manner of rumor or aspersion follows us in our wake. Among the citizens of the Republic, we are equally feared, loved, and hated. Decentralized by design, we are divided into northern, western, and eastern districts, each covering a large swath of the Republic's territory and commanded by a vigil general. Within each semi-autonomous district, there are various chapter houses, each with its own unique vigil banner and commanded by a captain. We here are the Ghost Bears, and we are one of the chapters in the west. These houses provide areas of refuge and resupply to the various hunters that serve the vigil. Autonomous and unrestrained by nature, we rely on chapter houses to rest, share information, house prisoners, and cooperate with our brothers and sisters in need of assistance. Most in the ranks are hardened veterans driven by faith and committed to the eradication of heresy. In these dark times, yet a new type of hunter has emerged across the Republic. They are driven not by Republic law, faith, or even the desire for gold, but rather reasons entirely their own, be it guilt, hate, revenge, or something else. In the greatest cities and deepest forests of the Republic, every aspect of the ruinous powers work in the shadows to destroy the power of mankind. Yet the shadows are not the dominion of evil alone. From darkness can spring light. This is a fact that even those most wholly consumed by heresy must remember. No matter how secluded their gatherings or how hidden their plots, all those who have betrayed humanity in the service of evil and darkness are not above the fear that one day a stranger will emerge from the darkness bringing with them faith, steel, and fire. And this, Celestine, this is the vigil.
Ah, Norg, always so serious. I miss you. I am sure that at that time you had no idea the impact your rushed yet deep description would have on me. Look where it took me, to this province, to this forsaken fort. But enough memories. Third entry of the personal log of Celestine Varga. My campaign continues, and today was a weird day. I met one that showed me all that is wrong in this place. Wormwood was his name, and at first I was quite happy that I finally was able to find an engineer, only to soon find out the man refused to leave the fort in fear for his life. Once again I hear the same names, Adam and Lucian, Something about both wanting to kill him, so he was hiding inside the walls. A coward. This conversation took place in the market, and a man named Eamon was there and joined in. Both me and him offered Wormwood ideas on how to fix his problems, yet he preferred to act like a worm and just drown in his own pity. Ridiculous. Yet some light came from this. Mr. Eamon seems to be one with a head on his shoulders and own ideas. Quite refreshing. Days later, finally, we find an engineer and construction started. We worked day and night, and in no time the first bastion of our own personal reclamation stood proudly in the dark. Our feet are finally planted firmly in this land. Step by step, we move forward, always,